Any final comments? I have just one final comment. I sent all of you on Saturday morning a idea for how we kind of go into the new year and what that would look like, and putting together some of my thoughts for similar to what I used to do when I ran Waterbed Palace, and take a look at a new year and see what we can go forward with and what we can do. I sent that specifically on Saturday to each of you individually, and appreciate the responses that I've received back, and the input that I've received. I took that input, and late last night after the Bronco game, or this morning, I don't know which one it was, I took those and tried to put it into another email, which I sent out to everybody, and this time I sent it out to all of us as a group, as a city council group. And unfortunately, well, maybe fortunately or unfortunately, it ended up in the hands of John Hazelhurst. That was sent to him directly, and he's since written about it. And while I was going to make it public tomorrow at our meeting anyway, I think it's just, I guess I'll use the word disheartening that I tried to come up with something that I think would hopefully move us into the year with a new thrust and a new vision and a mission, and it was all in draft form. It was very preliminary, and I changed it from the first one to the second one, and I would assume that it would be dramatically changed after tomorrow, and if it doesn't go forward, it doesn't go forward. But I think the unfortunate aspect of our system here is that the confidentiality on email does not exist, and so it's something that I think we all need to be aware of, and when we do our email correspondence, understand that things get places where they probably shouldn't be before we have a chance to discuss them. And so I don't know if it's good to ever send a city council email with all of our names on it, because it's very difficult to keep confidential. And I'm not trying to say that it needed to be kept confidential. It's going to be all exposed anyway. I'm excited about a new year, and I did this in good faith and good intention, and I want to see us move forward as a council, and I want to see us accomplish new things, and I want to have a proactive way of us going forward. I don't apologize for that, and if it's the staff or it's the council members that want to minimize what I think we can do as a council, this is to take us forward and to move us. I'm not apologizing for anything in the past. I don't apologize for that. I say we need our own forward thrust. And so I'm very frustrated that before we even have a chance to have a decent dialogue about it, it's in the media and it's being condemned as something that we shouldn't have a talk about. And I think we have, as a council, can continue to do what we're doing and do more proactive things to make sure that we have an image in this city that is positive. And that's what I'm going to continue to strive to do, is create a positive image and work with the mayor and do the things that we need to do for Colorado Springs. And all this does is further diminish the opportunity to do that. So I'll be ready to discuss this tomorrow, and if you want to pick it apart and tear it apart, I don't care. That's fine. But I don't appreciate the fact that this stuff, which goes out on our council email, whoever, however, whenever, for whatever reason, does it and doesn't come and talk to me about it. So we'll have a discussion about this tomorrow. So, Councilmember Collins.
I find this unconscionable because it was in a draft process, and we didn't even discuss it, and somehow it got to the media. And that has happened to me also, and I just think, and it may not even have been a council member. So I think we can backtrack that, and I think we can find out who did it, and they need to learn some values and some ethics before we get the final product put together. Thank you.